The pleasant good morning from Liberia, Monrovia. We are live here at the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC, by extension the coalition. I'm told the coalition is not yet existent because of the withdrawal of the members that made up the coalition. My name is Emmanuel Marvelous Kanga Jr. Telling you welcome to Variety, where we bring you the truth, we verify before bringing you the reality. And that's why we have come here this morning to give you nothing but the verified information, the truthful one for that matter. So we have our team of journalists around the country to get the first-hand information. So this morning, our second stop is at the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC. As you can see right there, we have on the Bible, I don't know, it's a Bible leg stuff, the former president, Josh Manonwea, is placed right in the headquarters of the coalition. That's the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension the coalition. Is the coalition still alive? That would say most of the parties have withdrawn their membership from the coalition, thus allowing it to be the CDC. So it's a carry the abbreviation CDC, but it's the Congress for Democratic Change. So I'm told between 9 to 10 o'clock, there will be members, the conglomeration of members, admirers, and supporters of the opposition bloc will be here having a very peaceful march in solidarity of the jailed lawmakers. And the jailed lawmakers are former Speaker J. Fonanti Kofa is also part of the jail lawmakers. Honorable Jacob Debbie is also part of it. Abraham Kamara, that's Abu Kamara, is also part of them. So we're hoping that we're going to see the peaceful march. And we pray to not have a chaotic moment here today, because as their political leader, the former president, Josh Manonwea, placed this yesterday evening, that there will be a peaceful march, and this march is in solidarity of the leaders that are in prison. And we'll also listen to few batch of supporters and leaders of the opposition bloc. I listened to the ANC political leader, Alexander Benedict Cummings, and he said that he supports the peaceful march, but he doesn't support any act of discussion, any act that will go against the country, any act that will cause the country to go backward. That was the exact words from the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, Honorable Alexander Benedict Cummings. On the other side, we had Honorable Musa Hassan Belete from the Citizen Movement for Change, the CMC. He also called on every Liberian, including his supporters and members of the newly established political group or political party, the CMC, the Citizen Movement for Change. And of course, he told them to come in their numbers on today. We also got another one from Move. Political leader is the former Foreign Affairs Minister D. Maswa Kimeya. He also read a very long note last night on the radio and consulting all his supporters and Liberians to stay in solidarity with the jailed lawmakers. And after saying that, he also said that he will be here as well. So we are awaiting the presence of them. I'm told there are other people who are making their way already. You see, they are doing some cleaning up from the yard. You see, everything is set, and people are doing some cleaning up, preparing for the peaceful march. But the peaceful march commences 10 o'clock, I'm told. It starts around 10 o'clock. And we hope that the coalition or the Congress will come in at normal for the peaceful march, or will they decline? I don't know, but we are yet to do the build-up. But you see, the yard is still empty. It's 7 o'clock, so they still have more times in our favor. So it's now minutes up to 8 o'clock. Yes, it's now minutes up to 8 o'clock, and we've been here since this morning. 6 o'clock, we've been observing the free movement of Liberians. You see, the various vehicles are traveling in Monrovia freely. There have been no traffic, the congestion of traffic. We are not experiencing anything like that since this morning we came here. So it means the police are on top of our game. So you see traffic security. And right to Oro Junction, we have some police cars are all parked there. See barricades are also right there. I'm thinking that is normal from that end, where you observe the barricades are placed to the various junctions in the country, major ones for that matter. So we have not seen any caution lines that people shouldn't pass here, and you only experience that when you have a devastating issue. There we're going to see caution lines. So nothing but barricade is already here, and the police are just doing their job here. So we hope that everything goes on fine today as we stand to bring you the verified information on Variety News. And of course, our team of journalists are all around. That's a good thing about it. We have our guys at South Beach, the Monrovia Central Precinct. We have our team. We'll also be having some chit-chat discussions with residents or citizens of Liberia, how they feel about this moment. And we hope that they will be placed under a good atmosphere where the country will not go back war again. But just to give you a few information about the issue of Capitol Hill since December 18, where we woke up to the devastating news about the burning of the Capitol building, and there was huge fire punched up from the Capitol building. The rotunda had a very heavy blaze, and you saw firefighters were all in their numbers, couldn't just successfully off the fire or quench the fire, but they did while they could, and certain part of the building, the John Chima got burned. So at this point, there was investigation through the Liberia National Police, headed by Colonel Gwagwa Common, the IG, and there were forensic investigation, and I'm told international firefighters, let's say fire experts, came in the country to ascertain the cause of the fire. Preliminary investigations were done, and before the experts of fire, the international fire experts came in, and they said this is an arson. An arson is an intentional ablaze of a property. So they have three types of arson. They have first type, or the first class, the second class, and the third class. And the third class is like you intentionally burn maybe a property, maybe like vehicles, a lot of you, because you had an insurance with a company, but you want to be for your vehicle or whatever property to be replaced. So that's a third step or class of arson. The second one is having the large building being burnt, because mind you, the talk about arson is intentional burning. And the first one, if you will look at the intensity of this case, is a first class arson, of course. So who is linked to this? The police have carried on their own investigation, and they are charged Tom along with other guys, CDC, and they said that these lawmakers have been linked to this arson case they talk about. And the former speaker of J. Fonanti Kofa, some of his staff members were also part of the allegation and have been in jail for months now. And they themselves too, their leaders are also being linked to it. So the case has reached to a point where the judicial system is going to take a hand of this to ascertain the cause of this fire, to carry on adjudication. And that's why Liberians are calling for the impartial one, for things to go free and fairly. But from the opposition bloc, they have been accusing the government of doing this because of political witch hunt and what have you. But where we stand now, could see the branch that is clogged with responsibility of interpreting the law, which is the judiciary branch of government, of which the first branch of government, the legislative branch of government, where you have the legislators, 5 of them have been caught in the web, and 4 are in jail. I'm told Presidio Cooper have been released on bail or on bond. Why he said that the others are not. We hope to hear from the court this morning. But the Temple of Justice, our judicial reporters are also posted there to bring you the latest happenings. But what we want to do is we're going to march expeditiously with the team. We're going to move expeditiously with the team as they continue to do their peaceful march. As we said, we don't want no chaotic moment here today, and so that's why we'll be here. So please share this, and if you are following, please tell your friends, share this in their various inboxes, telling them to follow Variety News, because we are the most trusted news outlet now in the country, judging from our verified news contents, and of course bring you the undiluted one. So you can hope on us. We promise our team of journalists are all around to bring you. We have our judicial reporter, like I said, to the Temple of Justice, as everything will be briefed through this medium. I'm right here at the CDC party headquarters. We have our other team member is at the Monrovia Central Prison, South Beach. And we also have other team of journalists around to speak with citizens how they feel about this issue. But justice is what Liberians are calling for. Specifically, the opposition bloc, they are calling for justice, and they said they need the impartial one. So here we are. My name is Emmanuel Marvelous Kanga Jr., and I'm urging you to share this live. Please comment your thoughts, and of course, you can like as well. But all we hope for, again, like I said, is the fair one. So I'm seeing a lot of people coming in now from the CDC party headquarters. They have a lot of trees. It's a friendly yard though. I'm also told that they will be vacating the premises on tomorrow. They were giving an ultimatum. It ends on tomorrow, on the 10th of this month. But other members of the CDC bloc are saying that this is politically motivated, and as such, they will not step down. So tomorrow again, we will also be here to see if the Banner family will also forcefully remove the CDC, or they're going to negotiate the thought. So I don't know, but it's actually now a good time for the opposition community, specifically the CDC. They have been they have been caught in the situation that it is so hard to be handled easily. Where they have their party headquarters case is also moving, and just a day to then leaving their party headquarters, you also have the devastating news with some of the lawmakers behind bars. But there are a lot of questions about the legitimacy of people entering to jail, more especially legislators. And if you read Article 42 from A up to down, you get to know that there's a portion that says lawmakers are not to be arrested, are not to be prosecuted. But mind you, the ending of that, it says that they are not to be prosecuted, they are not to be arrested on any thought in section, while going to section or coming out from section. But another clause of it, it says that if there is a tracing or finally you have to be arrested, you have to be prosecuted, and this is a criminal case. Again, this is a criminal case. It's not a civil case. So for a criminal case, you're going to experience all what you're experiencing here today, and that's why you see those people are behind bars. I'm not a judicial reporter. I'm not open with the law as you may tell me, but for us, we have to do some research and give you some of the things. But that being behind bars is constitutional. And I heard other people talking about the form and manner in which they are banned. That's the question. But other people experience this, judging back from my Gibby, former representative, Roden County. I can remember for him, he was handcuffed and taken to jail with the case of Roden County. I can remember it was around 2011, yes, if I may be right, around 2011, 2012, when that incident occurred, was in a court, in a wet, and he was also handcuffed and jailed. I didn't experience anything like handcuffed. I don't know if you did. Yesterday, I didn't experience anything like those people were handcuffed, but you saw they moved freely, and they were asked few questions. I can remember a journalist asked Fonanti, the former speaker, if he used a toothbrush, and he responded. He said, yes, I did. And I asked him, where are you heading? And he said that at South Beach. So they are currently at South Beach, the Monrovia Central Precinct. And on today, I'm told when the court opens, they will be looking into this matter. But members and leaders of the coalition, the Congress for Democratic Change has become a coalition because they had a very heavy coalition, but most of the team from the coalition are withdrawn, so they remain at the Congress. But most of our documentation, you are see the coalition. I don't know if they still have to take a very quick break, as this is a build-up to the process, and we hope that everything goes on well, that we're going to bring you it live right here. So keep following Variety. My name is Emmanuel Kanga, and we are live in Monrovia. Thanks for following. We'll join you shortly. Yeah, Chief.